This is Sri Shiva Balayogi Maharaj Ashram. Ashram is in the name of my master Shiva Balayogi only. And this is his abode, his grace, his blessings. This is the meditation hall that we have built, where the presiding deity is Master Shiva Balayogi. And we built this in his honor, this ashram also. And this is in the ashram of Devaraya Samudram, my native village, where we have built a beautiful ashram. And this is where Babaji sits on the dais and conducts meditations, question and answers, and also some bhajan, kirtans, all does happen. The ashram complex is being shot. The first one on to the left is the main ashram building, where you got to see the meditation hall, and we have a kitchen there and storerooms. Then we have one room where all our boys stay normally, who look after me, look after the ashram. Upstairs on the first floor has got my complex, Babaji's complex, where Babaji's living room, his personal kitchen, and a room for Ambaji, and another drawing room where Babaji meets devotees. And also on the outside balcony you can see, so there also Babaji meets devotees, where some question answer sometimes gets conducted. This is the complex where we have built a dining hall, where we conduct mass feeding during functions. And above the dining hall, we have built about 8 rooms for devotees. This is also inside the ashram. This is the 8 rooms corridor that we have built above the dining hall complex. On both sides, we have built rooms for devotees. All are attached bathrooms, very nicely built, with the help of devotees all over the world who have contributed, who love Baba, who have contributed to develop these buildings for facility to devotees who would be visiting. Unfortunately, this year has been no travel, no visit due to COVID virus. But we hope by next year it will be alright, so that Baba also travels and you all are able to come and visit this ashram one day. That's my dream. Our ashram is located on the southern part of the village, on the outskirts, about 15 minutes walk from the actual village. If some homes are visible now, so for you to see. And this is the mountain that we have just in front of ashram. Left land also. If you can see the fencing, the stone pillars, this piece of land also belongs to ashram, where we grow fodder for cows. This big pond is known as Toppu Bavi. Toppu Kanara. Kanara means well, where all the villagers take water for drinking. In earlier days, our community people also used to take water. It used to be more cleaner, but now it is not that clean. One needs to filter this water after collecting, taking back to home. So people filter and then only use it for cooking or drinking purposes. I'll show you the land where my great grandfather performed a big fire sacrifice known as Poundarika Yaga. His name also came to be known as Ishvara Poundarika Dikshitar, who at the age of 60 took monkhood, became a sannyasin, and went to the holy city of Banaras, Kashi. So this is the land. You can see some construction, half constructed building, that is for the cows, big shed that we are making, and a servant quarters also. We'll place a servant to look after. This is a huge land, about 6 acres of land. On the right side, may be visible a small saplings have been planted just a few days ago, which we plan to make it as a big fruit orchard. We took out some unwanted other trees, eucalyptus. Eucalyptus takes out a lot of water from the ground, so that was removed, and we will be placing the fruit orchard now, which has about 100 mango trees, some jackfruit, some guavas, some lemon, some sweet lime. All these trees are there. Sapota, of course, above all is going to be there. We have a big well also in this lands complex. This is what we have been developing. My brother Satya has looked after all the development, workload, taking fencing of the entire land is being completed. With all your help and contributions, devotees from all over the world have helped us to build this ashram complex. And the left side below you can see this is the temple complex, where we have built 3 temples. One is dedicated to Babaji's mother and Swamiji's mother. Later we will show the presiding deities idols also. Now we will be entering the complex of fruit orchard, where my ancestors performed the fire sacrifice. This will be the entrance, and this is a huge land of 6 acres that we bought it from the temple committee of the village, and we are taking you around the complex. 170 years ago, my great grandfather owned this patch of land. Afterwards, it had gone to different hands. Now finally, after 170 years, it has come back to Baba's trust. And here we have a big, very huge pond that they had dug in those days, 170 years. This is the border. If you can see the pillars, and barbed wire has been done for this. And now towards the right is the place where exactly my great grandfather had performed the Poundarika Yaga. For 45 days he did the fire sacrifice, and the smaller eagle structure is my immediate grandfather, my father's father. He did a Garuda Chayana, that is known as Garuda means eagle. This is the place which stands here since 170 years. Now by the grace of our divine Guru and our blessings of our elders, this has come back to us. And also, of course, all of you have been helping to develop this land, level this properly and do some agricultural work, and also fruit orchard which can generate some revenue for the ashram. Now we are taking you around the land complex. A beautiful driveway also has been made by Brother Satya, and every day early morning Baba comes here for a big walk, goes around for a couple of rounds. Very beautiful and serene quietness. See to the left side, the border. You can see the fencing and barbed wire also in these places. And throughout the line also you can see the fencing that has been done. Big trees and all around. you can see the water coming in. Rain harvesting has been done. A little bit of engineering work by my brother Satya, and this a canal has been built going inside onto here. If you can see where this water gets collected in a small pond, after overflowing, then it goes to the big pond there, which was built more than 150 years ago by my ancestors. All these rain harvest water gets collected there. He has built a sump also for the servants and cows use near the cow shed. So all these works are being developed by all devotees' help from all over the world, so that water scarcity is not there. And we got a borewell also dug, and we found water in that, luckily, and that's a beautiful. Everywhere water has come now, and it's raining, so we are collecting the rainwater also. So rainwater harvest also is being done. Thank you. This is the approach way on the outskirts of the village towards our ashram complex. We have come outside the village now. This is on the southern part of the village. You can see the small mountain at the foothills of which our ashram is situated. We have an ancient Hanuman temple. This is the cow shed from behind while coming from the village. You can see our ashram complex also behind. From here our ashram border starts. Left side is the big fruit orchard land. The place is known as Garuda Chayana land. Now we'll take a right turn to approach the ashram main gate. This is the main temple's main door. You can see the beautiful wooden carvings on the main door. Lord Vishnu, Goddess Lakshmi, Durga, and Subramanyeshwara. Towards the left is Babaji's mother and Swamiji's mother idols. To your left is Swamiji's mother, my Guru, and towards your right is Babaji's mother. Swamiji's idol, we got it made of a bronze and other metals for pouring water known as Abhishekam on it. So the main presiding idol of marble doesn't get disturbed. This is the Lord Shiva idol taken out during processions when Shivaratri is celebrated in India. Ganesha. And Swami Kartikeya on the other side. This is the bullock Nandi, known as that always placed in front of Lord Shiva. The concept is that we were taught to see the divine from in between the This is the concept of mind concentrating on the real self eventually. This is the main shrine for Shivalingam and Ardhanarishwara, the concept of supreme consciousness and supreme energy. This idol is carved out half male and half female. I'll try to take you a little closer. Half male and half female features. This is the female and this is the male Lord Shiva. This building is known as Garbhagriha. When you concentrate your mind, focus your attention and meditate on the deity, means you are going deep into your real self that dwells within you, your body. Sanctum Sanctorium, that's why this is known as where the main deity is placed. And then you come around the complex as a mark of respect, considering the deity as a symbol of absoluteness. That is the complex. Now this one is the Sanctum Sanctorium for Lord Venkateshwara, considered a form of Lord Vishnu. Tirupati is a very famous, world famous temple in southern part of Andhra Pradesh state. This is Lord Vishnu Venkateshwara, presiding deity here. Beautifully carved idol. Just outside the Sanctum Sanctorium, this is the hall where people can sit and meditate, come for darshan of the deities. Center is Lord Rama's beautiful idol. Left to Lord Rama is Goddess Sita, his consort. And to his right is his younger brother Lakshmana, who always followed him to serve him. And towards left, with humble pranams, sitting is our Lord Hanuman. This is another hall outside the first hall. Normally, three steps that you reach the Sanctum Sanctorium, crossing the Tamasic, the ugly, and Rajasic, the bad, and then reach the good, the doors of divinity, that is the real self of yours. That's where you will find yourself. Deep within them you meditate. This is the Homa pit, for which 3 steps have been done. Fire sacrifice during Shivaratri and all months we perform fire sacrifices. which cleanses the atmosphere of all bacteria when fire is lit on mango under the precious wood where ghee is poured. So it cleanses the atmosphere. Now in the present day of the virus that is spreading all over the world, so this type of fire sacrifice can be very helpful to destroy such viruses and also keep them away from harming us. This is Swamiji as an young boy of 14-year-old when he actually sat for tapas in front of the Shivalingam. He was like this in 1949 when he sat for tapas, closing the eyes, totally focused in between eyebrows with his mental attention, that which he saw. He kept on watching for 12 years like that. Then cowshed here, which will be shifted to the new one once that is completed. This is the beautiful meditation rock that was naturally here, and around that a couple of neem trees are also there. Now we have placed another idol of Swamiji as young Satyaraju when he sat for tapas, and behind him is a Shivalingam. These both beautifully carved lingams presented by devotees carved out near Chennai. Can be very beautiful for you. Hope you will all come here one day to enjoy the serene, beautiful, quiet atmosphere and simply sit and meditate to quieten your mind, to become aware of your real self as the infinite which is all pervaded and within you. That is what is peace within you.